The Maryland Student Page program is a program that allows high school seniors from all over the state to apply for the opportunity to intern down in Annapolis. They get to attend General Assembly sessions and network with delegates and senators and get a first-hand look at how the legislative process works here in our home state.
So when I was a freshman in high school, I took AP Government Politics with my favorite teacher. She became my favorite even after 4 years of high school. And she told me about this program at the beginning of this year. She was like, I feel like you would be perfect for this. You did really well as a freshman in this AP course, and it just seems like something you would be interested in. And it ended up being a great experience. I'm just really glad that she told me to do this because I got to learn things that I had no idea what they were actually like. For example, we learned in class how a bill becomes a law. You see all the steps, but when you are actually there, you can remember them. They get ingrained in your head. You can study as much as you want, but there's no experience living it in real life.
From my time as a page, I learned a lot, especially about the legislative process and certain bills. I also learned important skills that will help me in the future, such as communication and problem-solving skills, delegation, as well as integrity.
I was very interested in applying for the PAGE program because of my general interest in how government and legislation works, but also to seek out more knowledge about public policy and legislation for my future career goals.
Well, I've always had a huge interest in law, and while law and politics sometimes go hand in hand, I think that it's possible to have law without politics. But because they coexist so much in this world, I thought that what better way to observe the law and learn more about it than to observe it being created.
I think the most important thing about having pages in Annapolis is much the same way of any constituent. It's having folks get exposure to the legislature, exposure to the process, exposure to how government works.
Some of the kids will have different experiences. Everybody will have a different experience. I know in my time in the legislature, we had a couple special sessions, and we've been late at night, and the pages have been there.
My experience as a page was extremely rewarding. It was once in a lifetime experience. You only get the opportunity as a senior in high school, so anybody who gets the opportunity to apply should and take full advantage of the opportunity.
Well, I know a lot of delegates have started their work as a lawyer, and I would like to be a lawyer one day. And I've had a lot of really good conversations about law school and what it means to be a lawyer and the different types of law, and that will really help me in the future deciding what I do or if I ever need connections or maybe even possible recommendations.
My most memorable time as a student page was probably getting to meet the governor, as well as seeing the intense and very exciting debates on the House floor. It was super exciting to really get to feel the energy of the delegates and see how much they had passion behind their beliefs and their goals, especially for the state of Maryland.
I served as a page in the 1987 session. I'm a graduate of Havre de Grace High School. It is the only time that as a regular citizen you're allowed to run around on the floor of either the House or the Senate and actually interact with delegates.
For me, for sure, it was being invited back for Sine Die. So that's the last day of session. I was the only page from Harford County selected to come back, and I was super excited. We got there at 11 in the morning, and we didn't get home till 2 in the morning. It was an amazing experience to really see the session come to close. All the debates ended. It was complete and done until next year.
Take full advantage of your downtime when you're not on the floor. Go to the committees, go to the House and Senate offices. Our delegation has always been very welcoming and very friendly to the students. They want you to come by, they want to hear what your issues are, what you care about.
It's a very unique opportunity. It's an awesome experience that only a handful of people from each graduating class get. It is something that looks tremendous on a resume, and especially if you're thinking about a future in community service, law, business. There's so many different doors that this can open up for you. So if it's something that sounds interesting to you, we highly recommend that you move forward with applying.
I absolutely love the PAGE program, and I hope a lot of people get the chance to experience the greatness at the State House of Maryland.